So you want to start a YouTube channel. Are you sure? Have you really thought about it? Because when I did, I didn't think about it. Sure, I was nervous and I thought about what people may think of me, but I just did it because that's what other channels told me to do. Just hop in, press record. So when I pressed record, I didn't realize the road that I was about to travel. And here I am now, and I'm thankful that I did it, because if I never would have done it, I wouldn't get to explore this path of creativity that I've found. And I encourage you to do the same. But take some thought and realize the journey that you're about to travel. Because when you start recording, you want better footage, you want better editing, you want better equipment, everything, better everything. At least in my case, when I see other channels, I compare myself. I compare myself to their audio, to their video, to their content, to their editing. I want to be top of the line. I don't want to just do this to do it. I want to become a full-time creator. I believe that this is a passion of mine. I've always loved editing. I started off with audio and recording, doing music. And if you go back and you look at my other videos, you'll see where I came from. Because now that I see myself, I've come a long way in just these few months. I just started this channel this year, and I'm hoping to keep expanding. I've gained some followers, and I'm so thankful for that. But once you start gaining followers, you want a better presentation. You get this feeling that they expect more from you. And no one's asked me for more, but I just want to give a better image, a better channel to my viewers. And that's where things get difficult, because when other channels are coaching you and telling you just to go for it, they don't tell you all the ins and outs. And I probably won't hit on all of them today because it's a lot. There's so much that's involved, like when I started this, it was just pressing record and uploading my videos. And then I started with a little bit of editing. And you realize that if you don't have a good computer, you can't edit the way that you would like to. And that's where I was on a laptop at first. Totally outdated laptop. I would start editing and it would crash the program. Then when I would go to render, it would take hours. And I understand patience is virtue, but you want it, when things like that start slowing down your workflow, you lose the ambition to keep going. So I started traveling that road, and I've updated a lot of my equipment, from my camera to my computer to my audio to my lighting. And like I said, I'm so grateful that I've done it, but it's a huge stress. And I feel like if you let that stress get in the way of your passion and your creativity, it becomes more like a job versus, a hobby. And that's why I wanted to do this. I wanted to just have a hobby, something to do in general. Like I said, I love doing music, but I wanted to go further with it and show people who I am as an artist. So now starting this and looking back, I've come a long way, like I said, in these short months, and I'm so grateful that I did it. And I may be repeating myself, and that's another thing, I'm wondering if I should have a script, because sometimes this content gets hard, to remember what I want to pinpoint on and what I want to talk about. And I don't want to be repeating myself and annoy viewers. And like I said, that's my mind, because no one has said these things to me. This is just me and my OCD kicking in, wanting to be a perfectionist. And I feel like creators skip out on that part, the real struggle that it takes to set up all this stuff and get the right settings. And it truly is a one step at a time process. But if you're anything like me, you're going to hop into it wanting to know everything as fast as possible. But you have to slow down. You really have to take the time, because you're just going to screw up. And that's what it takes. It takes trial and error. I've had a lot of mistakes in this journey, and I've uploaded a lot of content that I look back and I cringe on. But and I want to delete it. But the thing is, I have to keep it. I have to compare myself to myself and better myself. You know, it's easy to look at someone that has an established channel with tons of viewers and a following and say I should be like that, when it takes time to progress. And that's where I'm at in my journey. Is I feel like I have the equipment now. You know, I feel like I have a good image. I feel like I have a control on my lighting, and it's a little bit more pleasant to view. But now I need to focus on my content, and that's adding a whole new stress to the game, a whole new level to this. You know, I mean, I didn't concern myself too much with the content. When I first started, I just figured be you and people will follow. And I think that's true in a sense, but if you don't have a direction, where are you gonna go? And like I said, that's where I feel I may be struggling, and I'm a little bit worried. I do work full time, so trying to fit this in is a struggle in itself. You know, I constantly, while I'm at work, I think about new content and things that I could do to improve. And I've been kind of sitting back and not focusing so much on the content rather than the equipment now, you know, and that's what that might be a mistake to focus just on the equipment. But I felt like getting the equipment would be a driving force in what I want to do, and it has been to the fullest extent. Now that I have all these new toys to play with, I mean, I feel like the possibilities are endless. But now that I have them, it's also, okay, where am I going? What am I going to do? Am I going to do reaction videos? Am I going to do tech tips? I mean, I'm pretty good technical wise with setting all this up. You know, I've had to watch a few videos and learn, you know, thank God for YouTube. And that's why I want to jump into this. I want to help others. But in what way can I help you? And that's what I need to figure out. Maybe it's just talking. Maybe it's just being me. And I hope that's what it is, because that would be the easiest route I could take. You know, I see so many people, so many channels that focus so much on, you know, products and other things rather than themselves. And that's where I figured I could jump in and become a brand new channel and focus more on me and my struggles and reflect on, you know, how I've come to be who I am and help others in that way. So it's my hope that if you're watching this, you know, if you're in a place that I was when I started this channel and feeling hopeless, I want to be that encouragement to keep going. You know, if you're watching this, know that if you put your time and energy into something, it will manifest into what you dream of. And I'm nowhere near what I, you know, have dreamed of, but 5-6 months ago, I could only imagine that I'd have this image that I'm looking at now, that you're seeing. Because, you know, I've said before in my other videos, I was using this old action camera. And now I've got a Canon M50. It's not top of the line, but I believe it's great quality, you know. It came with the kit lens. I got the Sigma 16, and I'm really happy with it. You know, when I first started shooting, you know, it was just out of the box settings. I knew nothing about shutter speed or ISO, and I just started recording. And like I said, if you go back and you see my video, it was really just choppy. And granted, I'm not even using a capture card. I'm plugged in via USB. The first few videos was on my laptop still, so I think it was just USB 2.0. Now on my new desktop, it's USB 3.0, so I think it looks a lot better. I'm debating still if I should go with, you know, the capture card to get, you know, if I want to shoot in 4K or get the full 1080p. But I feel like, you know, this is that step and I'm headed in the right direction. I'm okay with the way this looks. I don't think it looks horrible, but I'm wondering if I could do better. I'm constantly wondering if I could do better. I mean, I ordered this aperture light and the bulb that came with it. I figured, oh, I better get a better bulb so it looks better. And I think it looks better. I don't know if I'm convincing myself if it looks better, but I think it does. I got this little like RGB light that I keep on the side to kind of it highlights the microphone and this side of my face because you can see it's kind of dark. I don't know if maybe that looks better. I don't know. It's a lot of trial and error, and that's, I guess, the message of this video is trial and error. Try something out, upload it, watch your own content, and maybe that sounds condescending, I don't know, but I watch my content to look for things that I could do better. And I feel like each time I upload, I do get better from my audio, and hopefully this sounds really good, fingers crossed, to my lighting, things I could switch up in my room. I mean, if you look, when I started, I had bared this yellow paint wall. I mean, it looked like I was in a hospital room. Like I said, cringy, okay? But you know what, just one thing at a time. I ordered this backdrop, this flag from Society 6, and then I went to Home Depot and I got the panel board and put that up to give it like a rustic look, and then I did the shelving there with the products. I know they're blurred out, but I would rather have me in focus than products, because that's what this channel is about, me, not the products. And that's another thing, I thought about, maybe I could jump in and do reviews about the products that I'm using. And yes, they're helping me, but I don't want that to be the main image of this channel. I want it to be focused on me. And I think, so many channels lose themselves in the products, and it's, if you can afford it, keep upgrading and keep doing new reviews, but how long can that last? And you look at a successful creator like PewDiePie, once in a while he'll show what he's being sponsored and stuff like that, and it's income. I get it, it's revenue, but the main thing is his personality, and that's why he has so many followers, is he's got such a great personality. And that's where I truly want to find myself. I want to be able to just be myself. And I've learned that after gaining a following, the confidence level gets boosted, and I feel more comfortable with what I'm talking about and what I'm doing. And I hope that continues, because when I'm just being me, I think I'm a really likable person. I don't want to be fake. I don't want to act. In the time and place we are in this world, I think realness is the best recipe to fix what's going on. To be real, to be genuine. So, if you're watching this, do what you do and be the best at it. I can't wait to see where this brings me. I can't wait to see what this turns into. So bear with me. I am on board. And I'm prepared to sail. I'm prepared to take this to the limit and do whatever it takes. And that's another thing, I noticed, this channel, I don't have much of a social life. So having this channel gives me a reason to do my hair, to shave, to clip my nails, because, I work outdoors. So if I don't clip my nails and I hop on this camera and I'm, bringing my hands up and you see my grungy ass nails, like, I don't know, maybe no one would care, but it gives me a reason to keep up my appearance and to feel good about myself. So for that, I thank YouTube. And I hope that YouTube continues to climb and provide us with a platform to be ourselves. I can't wait to see where this goes. So until next time, please stay tuned. Please like, share, subscribe. I promise you, more is yet to come. Until then, like always, folks, Godspeed.